Hello, my fellow faculty. This brief video is just an introduction to what Etrieve is, what it looks like, and we'll take a look at a form or two. So to get to Etrieve, I'm starting from the college's homepage, hover over Online Services, and then go down and find Etrieve and click on it, and then sign in using your credentials, the same credentials you use for pretty much everything else here at the college. And this is Etrieve once you're signed in. It's really simple, and to give you a brief overview of what it is in general, this is all of the paperwork that needs to be done here at Glen Oaks Community College. A good amount of it in the last few years when we adopted Etrieve has been put into Etrieve. So it gets rid of the actual paper forms that we have historically used and then had to store. So it saves physical space, turns it into digital space. What you'll see when you're in Etrieve, these few things are here for us. Your inbox, and that's where you will receive forms for which you have to do something. You have to do something on that form. That's your inbox. And then, oh, by the way, if something comes to your inbox, you should also receive an email to your Glen Oaks email letting you know that something's there. Activity. All of the activity you've ever done on Etrieve is found there. And then here are the forms. You can go find the forms, and there's every form that's available you can see. Okay, so let's go individually. Let's look in my inbox. I got 6 things to do here, it looks like. This is assessment. So assessment of student learning. So for this particular class, I would click on this, and there's the form. And then parts of it are filled out for me. I would go down here and fill out my parts of this form. And when I'm done, down at the bottom, there will be this area that says approve or it says submit. But the important thing is when you're done doing your part of whatever the form is, then click this approve button. To give you one example of a real simple form to do, usually comes in the beginning of the semester. If you have a student who has disabilities and requires accommodations for those disabilities, you will get a form to your inbox that says something along the lines of accommodations, and you'll click on that form. All you have to do is read that form and understand what accommodations you have to make for that student, and then again at the bottom of that, hit approve. Again, and I can't stress this enough, once you're done with the form, click that approve button. If you don't do that, then that form is in limbo, stuck with you. It needs to be moved on to its next person so that the rest of our teammates here at Glen Oaks Community College can do their job. Okay, let's look at activity. If I click on that, then in this window I see all of the activity that I've ever done. Whoops, having trouble clicking on the bar there. Okay, all of the activity that I've ever done, from incompletes for students and the CDM work that I did most recently and those kinds of things. That's activity. Let's look at forms. Here are all of the forms. I believe Etrieve shows you all of the forms within the college, so it's a pretty decent long list. And let me try to find some that are specific for us as faculty. One, if you develop a course, you'll need to fill out this course master form, if it's a new course, for example. And all of these areas are areas where you'd have to type something in, and basically this is it. What it replaces for us old school people here, this is replacing, I believe, the course development modules. Instead, we have this course master form. Another thing that you might have to do here is update a course, and in that case, I'd have to look up the course for Bio 211, for example, and here's all of the work done on this previously, and if I need to update it, then I'd update it, make any changes I need to make, and then again submit it. The next one here, academics credentials, and for this, some of the things on here, your education level is documented on here, any certificates or licensures that you have. This form I just did a little bit ago with some updates that have to be approved by somebody because I don't see the updates here, so somebody else needs to do their part of the job. And then here's some of the professional development activities for me that I've done. So you can look in here and see your credentials, academic activities, and so on. Okay, the last one within this group that might be useful for faculty, if you have a test that needs to be proctored within our testing center and our learning commons, then this form needs to be filled out for that particular test. Moving down, admissions, I don't think there's anything that we have to do for that as faculty. Oh, and notice that you can collapse these fields. I don't think any of us will, let's see, criminal record, yeah, no, I don't think any faculty are probably going to have to do that. Clubs and organizations, if you get student interest in forming some kind of club at the college, this is where you'd go, for example, to fill out a form to start to form that club, and then there's other ones to do with clubs here. If you want to submit something to College Council, this is where you would submit it, a question or a concern or something for the College Council to examine. Early middle college, I think this is mostly to do with, yeah, these are, I don't think faculty are going to deal with that much. Financial aid, that's another one that faculty probably won't have to do much with. High school students, no. Human resources, let me click on this one just for fun. This is Blue Jeans Friday, so if you want to wear blue jeans on Fridays when you come to Glen Oaks, then you would submit this form, and that would take $4 out of your paycheck every other week as a donation to, I believe, the Glen Oaks Foundation, and you can wear jeans on Friday. Direct deposit form, any employee might need this. This is how you get your check direct deposited into your bank account. Just fill out this form. I didn't realize there was an EduStaff, so for my adjunct faculty, it looks like there's a timesheet in here for you. That's kind of neat. If you have health insurance through Glen Oaks that has a health savings account as part of it, this is a form you'd use for the deduction amount from your paycheck pre-tax. Oh, here's one that you absolutely must fill out as an employee: emergency contact. Who do we contact if there's an emergency for you here at the college? So make sure you get this done. I don't know what this is. I think this is if you're working here and you're from a different country. Responsible use of information technology policy. This one, I believe. Oh, this is one we just have to read, it looks like. Okay. I'll look at that later. Key request form. Parking permit, that's the other one that's required. If you want to park at Glen Oaks within our parking lots, you'll have to fill out this form. So the two that are really required for sure are the emergency contact form and the parking form. The rest of these, for HR purposes, might be of use to you. And I think I'll stop here because I think you get the gist of it. This is where you find whatever the form is that you need, and you start filling out that form. And again, to remind you, that inbox, again, you'll get an email if a form is received in your Etrieve, and then it's important that you go to Etrieve and do your part of that form and send it on to our other teammates here at Glen Oaks so they can complete their work. Okay, that's Etrieve in a nutshell. As always, if you have any questions or comments or critiques for the video, please let me know. And thank you for watching.